We all know that feeling when our furry companions try to pull our hands out of their sockets trying to go their own way without any heed for our plans. Even with a small breed like Jack Russells, they are small but mighty and can pull with more power than one could expect. Pulling on a leash is normal behavior and they don't do it to dominate you. I'm sure they think we're acting weird with that straight line walking in boring slow pace. Walking calmly on a leash is one of, if not the most, crucial skill that your beloved pet must master. The best part is that in the same time you are learning to walk and move with them. This is where your persistence, patience and positive reinforcement comes a long way towards excellent results. Before we move on with this video, you need to grab the free Dog Training Secrets Guide in which I have disclosed the deepest dog training secrets that professional dog trainers don't want you to know about. These training secrets would help you have a well-behaved, super intelligent, smart and obedient dog without spending hours in training him, her. Link to the free Secret Training Technique Guide is in the description below. Walk the walk. Dogs and humans differ greatly in their manners of walking, and it's not just the different number of legs. We humans with our fancy two-legged walk tend to take more or less uniform strides, while dogs trot and gallop and have an entirely different speed and pace of moving around. Your pet might be moving in one direction and speed in one moment, and completely change them in the next second, and do it 1,000,000 times more in the space of 100 yards. We like to think that we know where we are going. We have a more purposeful movement from point A to point B that differs drastically from that of our four-legged companions. Dogs are much more observant and curious of their immediate surroundings and tend to go anywhere seemingly at a whim. Walking on a leash restricts their natural movements and they tend to instinctively fight against that feeling. The same goes for us when they are tugging the leash, making us lose balance and causing us discomfort and alarm. Outdoors is full of distractions, new scent at every corner, new sounds, people, dogs, cats, squirrel, you know. It's all more than interesting to your dog and therefore very distracting when learning new skills. For a start, think of loose leash walking as a trick, because it really is a trick for them. You are asking them to behave in a manner totally different from their natural behavior, and they'll learn it faster if you make it fun and rewarding. And one other thing, use effective tools in your favor. I don't mean here on chokers and prong collars, those are really nasty non-humane tools that harm your dog's body and mind. Use harnesses with front clip. Some people use head leads and consider them positive tools, but I've seen many cases where it rubbed fur off of a dog's nose, so I think they are not too comfortable to wear. Those harnesses should turn your dog's body toward you as soon as they start pulling. Please mind that those harnesses shouldn't be used with retractable leashes. Start at home. As with all tricks, start a session at home, in well-known environment. Put your dog on a leash, fill your treat pouch with treats and start a walk. If you put a dog between you and a wall, you'll remove a possibility to pull on the side. Call your dog with a cheerful voice, start walking and reward if they are walking next to and the leash is loose. As soon as they start pulling the leash, stop in place and don't allow them to move closer to their goal. Getting closer to the point of interest is a reward itself and therefore encourage pulling. Don't jerk a leash, just call them with cheerful voice and say a phrase like, "Let's go," and start going in the opposite direction. This will get their attention back to you and move them farther from their goal. As soon as they start walking next to you and paying attention to you, reward them with yummy treats. When you have their attention and loose leash, return and go back in the direction you headed in first place. Rising the challenge, going outside. They might be perfectly obedient and attentive in the confines of your house, but in the wider reality of the streets and parks there are numerous distractions that constantly yank at their senses. That could lead to them completely ignoring you and everything that they have learned before. Don't be alarmed. That's perfectly normal. You only have to continue your training in those conditions and eventually it will all pan out. The trick is to use the big guns, high-value treats that will get their attention no matter what else is going on around them. If you have a yard, that should be your next training space. It's still very familiar to your dog, but has lots more distractions than insides, but still not as many as open space. Use a house wall as limitation and repeat what you did inside. When he masters loose leash walking with a wall on a side, move to the center of the yard and repeat. Walking apart together. Both you and your beloved friend should have enough freedom of movement to be comfortable at all times. You must understand and to a certain degree allow them to exercise their curiosity, and they must be taught to respect your leadership for your as well as their own safety. If you are having trouble with high-energy dogs like Jack Russells, that might generally mean that they have a lot of unspent energy that they want to get rid of in a jiffy. Think of them as an unstrung coil. Once they let go of some of that energy, they will be much easier to handle. Before taking them on a walk, try to wear them out with a fetch session or tug of war. It will wind them down and make them more cooperative for the adventure at hand. Do you want to have a well-behaved, obedient and calm pet dog without spending hours in training him? Check out the first link in the description and download the Secret Training Technique Guide absolutely free. It is available for free only for a limited period of time. Thanks for watching the video. Comment below if you liked the video. Please subscribe to the Little Paws Training channel if you are serious about training and grooming your dog. Also, join our Facebook group where you get all the solutions to your daily doggy problems.